Okay, welcome to the sound mill demo for start, end, and fade markers. That's it. Alright, I've got a small sound list loaded here, and we'll use this Enterprise Wave as the example to work with. And here at the top of the program is the play position. So as we play a wave file, the position of the into the wave file is shown here along this play bar. So if we don't set any markers, it'll start at the beginning of the wave file and end at the end of the wave file. Now if you want to start play at some position in the middle, what you do is pull this track bar to the position where you want to start. We'll set it there. Come down here to the set the start at position. You click this set position button, and that transfers the location of the track bar to the position marker for the start at marker. Now if I click the enable button here, you notice a green rectangle appears on the track bar, and that's showing where the wave file will start playing when I start it. So it's also after you make any changes to markers, you need to refresh the wave file. So just click the refresh button here. So let's try that, and you can see it started at this position and will continue to play now. Now the other thing you can do is set an end marker, and what we'll do is we'll just pull this track bar over here. For the sake of shortening this demo, we'll set it pretty close. In the same manner, you click the end at position marker. That transfers the position here, and then you enable it by clicking the enable checkbox, and now you've got a red rectangle showing where play will stop. So now if we play that, you see it stopped here at the end at marker. Now I'm going to move that end at marker elsewhere, so you can move the track bar anywhere and just reset the end marker by clicking the set position marker, and that always picks up, this button always picks up the position of that track bar position. Now let's look at how fade in and fade out works. Now the first thing you want to do is set a fade in marker. So we'll set fade in here after the start position, and if I click the add fade in, you see it adds a fade marker here in this list box and shows you the values. The position is the position where the fade in will start. The volume indicates the maximum volume that the volume will climb to, and then the speed indicates how fast the volume will fade up. So and you can also enable or disable these with this enable marker. So that way you don't have to remove them if you don't want to use them. All you do is disable it, and you see the color came out of the marker to indicate that it's not active at the moment. So we'll enable that, and so we're going to fade it up to 100%. So if we start the play at this position, and we'll set the volume to 50%. So it'll start at about 50%, and as soon as it hits this fade in marker, the volume will begin to fade up to this target of 100%. So let's try that. Again, we have to refresh the sound item. All right, let's try it. You see it's very soft. And you see as the play continued, the sound ramped up until it reached this target of 100%, which is equivalent to this far end of the the master switch. So when you fade in, just remember that you want to start the play at a lower volume than the target volume that you're going to fade up to. So in this case, we started at 50%. All right, now let's see how the end at markers, the fade out marker works. So I'm going to, I'll set another marker here for fade out. And you can see it creates this magenta triangle indicating there's a fade out, and the ramp, the angle of the ramp shows the sound is ramping down. And in the case of a fade out marker, you want to set a target volume low so that as the sound moves over time, it will decrease until it hits this low target volume. In this case, we set it to 0, which is absolute silence, and the speed is set to 10. You can experiment with the speeds to see how fast or slow the fades will work based on different numbers. And again, we've set the position for it. So now let's try this one. What should happen here is the sound at this point, if we start it at 50%, when we hit the fade in marker, it'll fade up to 100%. Once it's reached 100% and it hits this fade out marker, it'll start to decrease until it hits the fade out target of 0%. So let's try it. Again, we'll refresh the sound item. Okay, fade in is beginning. Now it's hit the fade out marker, and you can see the sound started to fade out, and it will end at the end at marker. So that's the basic setup of the fade in and fade out markers. You can set as many fade in and fade outs as you want if you've got a really long wave file. So you can fade up, fade down, fade up again, fade down, and then you are limited to one start and end position. The other thing I want to mention is that up here in the behavior menu, you can turn off the markers without having to go in and delete all the markers in your sound item. So this is more of a global setting. If you want to shut off all the start and end markers, click this, and you'll see this blue stop sign is showing up to indicate that the global the markers are shut off globally. You can also disable fade effects by clicking that, and here you get a red marker circle with a line through it indicating that the fade in and fade out markers are disabled. So that's the basic setup, and you probably will just want to go in and play with it and experiment a little bit and see how it works on your system. So thanks for joining, and enjoy the program. Thank you.